I came across this 60-second Instagram reel from this musician who used all of these sorts of engagement hacks that I think a lot of musicians or people in weird niches think that they don't apply to them. However, I'm going to break down this video of exactly what he's doing, and I'm going to give you some of my thoughts and advice on how you might be able to implement this so you can get more views and more subscribers.
I asked ChatGPT to write me a song called Sexy Bus just to see how it would go. It gave me a ton of lyrics.
Okay, so I want to talk about the first hack that he does. Now, it's not the most obvious, but using ChatGPT is something everybody is talking about right now. It's really how most of us have been using it, which is to do ridiculous stuff or to help us in our careers or things like that. So he's using a trending topic, which is going to be able to help him get surfaced in things like search or things like that, or parts of the algorithm that are looking for content like this related to stuff like that.
Okay, and I used all of those lyrics, so here is Sexy Bus written by me and AI.
Here's the second hack he's doing. The title of his song is Sexy Bus. It's such a weird and unusual thing. Nobody's really going to think that you can make a song from that, right? This is going to add some intrigue or some laughter to the entire audience. So creating something that is kind of ridiculous and kind of silly, and more importantly, adding that intrigue is going to get people invested wondering what's going on. And then there's a third hack that I'm seeing. And if you look really closely to the way that this video is being edited, you see that he actually has his conversation with ChatGPT underneath that. Again, editing tricks like this is used in order to capture people's attention, which I think he's doing really well here. Fourth hack that I think he does incredibly well that I don't think a lot of people think about, and it has to do with listening to his voice. Did you hear that last little bit? It was like the last two letters.
Written by me and AI.
That inflection, you could feel the ridiculousness of what he was about to do, making a song with an AI writing the lyrics. Almost like this concession that AI actually is going to be something that we're all going to have to deal with. That small little bit seems so tiny, but it is so powerful to create that relatability by basically being himself. It also helps that the song is really, really fun.
I was feeling lonely, needing some company. I was looking for love in the wrong places maybe, but then I saw it shining bright and bold, a shiny silver bus looking so damn cold. It's a sexy bus, it's got me feeling alive. Oh, it's a sexy bus, it's got me feeling alive. Oh, it's a sexy bus, it's got me feeling alive, alive, alive.
And the next hack he does is within the song itself. And what I really love about this is how simple it actually is. So many people think that when you're making music or when you're doing certain creative things, you have to have a million angles, the perfect lighting, everything else like that. All he did is he had 3 angles that he had set up. And then he just started recording himself, and he recorded himself doing the different things. So he even placed himself in multiple places, which is a simple editing trick that he does, which adds so much flavor. You can add so much of your personality, your dynamic, dancing, things like that. But how could you implement any of these hacks as a creator? Now, I'm not saying you have to give a whole introduction like that. Even though it was only 10 seconds, it draws everybody in right away. But what I am saying is you could use some sort of text overlay showing a particular connection. If you're making a cover of a song, maybe you can have some text overlay saying how it reminds you of a family member you were really close to. This could also work for certain unboxings as well. You don't have to show your face because text can actually be very powerful in and of itself. And using a few more editing tricks to keep your audience engaged instead of just a static image could really bump up the engagement of your videos. And also being on trending topics. He chose ChatGPT, but it could have been a cover of any popular song right now. But most importantly, don't be afraid to be yourself. The little silliness and the dancing that he puts in those videos, that makes it a lot of fun. It looks like he's having a good time. If you want to listen to the whole song, which I recommend, I'm going to leave a link for that down in the description below. The one thing this guy doesn't have, though, is he doesn't have 100,000 subscribers, but Larry Chung does, and I broke down exactly what makes his videos so great and how he went from 0 to 100,000 subscribers in just 1 year, and you can check that video out right here.